So whenever we are painting, especially creating abstract art, it is very important to let go of all rules, let go of anything that tells you you're doing it wrong. Just let go of it. It's not important. So right now I'm in my studio and I am creating a abstract, very expressive, free-flowing type of painting. And I'm gonna just come and just drop some gems on, if you wanna begin to make art like this and like this and like this, which is what I'm working on now. So this would be like a vlog type style video. It's currently, what time is it, man? It is currently 6:12 in the rising or the morning, and I am painting in my creative flow. Very quiet outside. I'm in my studio, aka the garage. It's very peaceful. Birds chirping, people getting up, going to work, and I'm in here and I'm working, and I've been really in my space creating, painting for a good few hours. I made this Bob Marley Tribulation piece. This took me a good, no longer than 2 hours to make this. And I am making this now. And I've been working on this for no longer than 2 hours. Paint fast, like that's something that I can say just helps me really create, like very expressive, very raw, emotional, and just free flowing, powerful art is I paint fast. I don't sit and try to be perfect with every little stroke, and like no, I paint loose. I paint wild. Sometimes I do control it, so it's a balance. But overall, I paint fast as hell. And this is how I bust these paintings out. Like, let's take a look at my studio. I have many artworks. Around 50 pieces total. And I really do love doing this. And I started making this painting, and I started on Instagram, like recording it vertically. I was like, dang, I should have just made this like a YouTube tutorial type video. But I'm still gonna show something. Like, I just wanna pop on here, make a video, and show my face, show my art, and just share some things. So this is a canvas that was given to me by one of my good brothers, and it had a whole different painting underneath it. I'm gonna insert a photo so you can see the painting that was underneath this. But it was pretty much just a pretty like simple, abstract piece, non-subjective piece with just color blocks and things like that. And yeah, I am in the process of just obliterating it, and I already did obliterate it. I call obliteration of a painting when the painting underneath is just completely gone. It's just obliterated, just going. And yeah, that's a very important thing to do, is obliterate the canvas. So put hella paint, put a lot of paint on the canvas, layers, multiple layers. So right now, this is like the second layer, my second layer, but it's technically 3 layers under it. I mean, 3 layers because of the first painting that was already on top, but this is my second layer. So right now, I'm just letting this thing dry so I can go over it some more and add more layers, because what I believe really makes a painting is the layers. Like one layer isn't enough. You gotta let the paint dry. Be patient, and if you gotta step away for a few hours or an hour or maybe the next day, whatever. But allowing the painting to breathe is a very important thing to do whenever we're making these very strong pieces of art, to have multiple layers. And Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. And I really just started by the key of starting a painting is guess. Guess it. I'm gonna give you some seconds to guess. What's the key to start a painting? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. If you said starting it, you were correct. The key to starting a painting is to just start the damn painting. You have to start. If you don't start, you're not gonna get nowhere. You know, if you don't begin to put any paint on the canvas at all, you're not gonna make a painting. So whenever I start these pieces, especially abstract pieces like this, for a piece like this, I I had a reference. So I'm gonna show you all the reference photo. I'm gonna show you all the reference photo. I like to paint and draw from reference because, you know, this is what I'm used to. This is what I come from. I come from drawing from reference. Like, this is all I used to do. I didn't used to do abstract stuff just from my mind and, you know, just creating to create and not knowing what I'm going to create until it's done. I didn't used to do that because I didn't really believe that I could do that. That makes sense. So, you know, I was very boxed in, and I used to draw from reference a lot. And this was more of a perfectionist type of you know, drawing style where I was trying to make it look exactly like the photo. And if it didn't look like it, I would deem it as not good, right? But the whole time what I was doing was, in a sense, like running away from my own style or hiding from my own style. So this is the photo. This is the photo, and this is the actual painting. So as you see, you know, it's not identical to Bob Marley. It's not it's not precise, you know, exact proportions and just like a realism style painting of Bob Marley. That is not what this is. That's not me. It's not my style. You know what I mean? Like, if I was to create a painting that's realism and it looks just like this photo, and some people can do that, man. They can paint something and it will look just like the photo. I don't see any fun in that. Me personally, I salute it. Like, respect. It's dope that somebody can do that. It's an amazing gift and skill to be able to do that, and that takes a lot of patience, many hours, a lot of focus, and I just don't see that being very fun. I see it being more stressful, and just being in that perfect mindset and state of being, you know, versus painting like this. I get to be creative. I get to add words on it and symbols and just my own style, because nobody can imitate this. Nobody can do this exactly how I did it, because it came from my perception of looking at this photo, like me. So this came from my soul. Soglo, Soglo soul, like me. This came from me. This is my art, my style. And for the past few years, I've been discovering my style and my art. And, you know, it's funny because, like, whenever I used to draw from reference and it didn't turn out how I wanted to because the proportions wasn't right or whatever, like, that was my style of drawing. Like, it was coming out how I was looking at the photo. You know what I mean? So yeah, like, letting go is a very powerful thing to do when creating these pieces of art, and when creating pieces of art authentic to you, like you, no one else, you know, your style, your way of the way you see the world. Like, this is the way I see Bob Marley, you know, and it's a very powerful thing. And I think it just, for me, it creates more emotion when I look at this photo. Like, it's more raw energy versus just a replica of a photo that's already exists. So letting go and just being authentic to you, you know, finding your voice, your style. This is what, like I said, this is what I've been doing and what I'm still doing. As you can see, my work has heavy Basquiat influence, but it's me. It's me though. Influence is okay. Like, influence is a beautiful thing to be influenced by something or inspired by something. Like, that's okay. And I think that a lot of people don't get this shit. Like, so they attempt to compare and say, like, you know, they put artists down, and a lot of people put me down, like, on social media and stuff, for having a Basquiat, a similar style Basquiat, and they say, oh, you're just a copy, or, you know, get your own style or whatever. But that it is my style, you know. I have received inspiration from an artist that truly resonates with me, because, like, just that childlike, raw, I don't give a fuck, freedom, spirit, flow, creative flow, channel of just creating, like, that energy that Basquiat puts into his art. Like, I resonate with that deeply. And whenever I came across it, it just, like, woke something up in my soul, man, like, truly. And it allowed me to, I'm like, oh, okay, like, you can do that. Like, I can do that. Like, he's doing that. Like, he's making art this way. Like, he don't give a fuck. Like, he is just expressing his truth, expressing himself, putting his soul into his art. Like, it looks like a little kid did it, but it's beautiful. And that's what I want my art. That's how I see my art. Like, too, like, you know, childlike art, tapping into that child space. Cause, like, when children make art, they don't think, they don't think too much. They don't try to be perfect. They just be flowing, yo, like, straight flow. You know, no thoughts, just going. They don't even know what they're doing, but they're doing it. And when they finish, they look at it and they're like, look, mommy, like, look what I made. They love it. You know, so this is what we need to do as artists, creative artists, as abstract painters, as painters who paint with no bounds, with no rules, with, you know what I mean, with freedom. We have to tap into that inner child and just allow our inner child to express, allow our souls to just lead us and guide our hand. You know, I found myself just being guided for real. Shout out to Rick Rubin, because, you know, I have this book, The Creative Act, A Way of Being, and this book has a lot of gems. If you want to, you know, become more in tune with your creativity, please pick this book up. It has a lot of gems. Fire as book. And I'll show y'all a couple things. So first I want to show y'all this. Excuse me. It says, don't be lazy about learning. And this is something that I heard in a podcast of, like, I forgot. I was listening to some stuff, but it said, don't be lazy about learning. Like, take your learning seriously. Your education, you know, learning new things, getting inspired. Like, don't be lazy about what it is, you know, the way you feed your mind. Feed your mind and learn, and, you know, take the time to sit down and read things, and, you know, grow your vocabulary, expand your horizons, learn new things. But this book has a lot of gems, and this book is for me like a dictionary, or like a journal, where, you know, I create art in this book. You know, I write notes down. Here's a cool piece of the Buddha that I did. But yeah, this book would be like, it's like a journal for me, where, you know, I resonate with this book on a deep level. A lot of things that he says, it just, like, hits my soul. And it talks about everything that I just said in this video, of how to expand your creativity. It's very vital, because our creativity is our power, you know, our life force energy. Like, creativity is life, so we have to expand and grow in our creativity. And I am here to just be a reminder of that, and to guide others deeper into their creativity, because I was once very blocked. And, you know, it's all in the mind, it's all in the subconscious, it's all in the mental. If you don't believe you're creative, You don't believe you can paint, you can draw, you can't. You know, and at one point I didn't truly believe that I could create from the unknown. You know, I thought I had to have a reference. I was scared of the blank page. But now I am a creative genius, truly. I have many lanes and ways of creation, like many avenues and ways to express myself and create art. And painting is a very just a fulfilling way that I do so. So tap into your creativity. What is stopping you from painting? See this big ass canvas that I got? This canvas is huge, yo. I literally, I went to my brother's house. He gave me this painting. I put it on top of my car, tied it on top of my car, drove 25, 30 minutes back home with this shit on top of my car. It's 6 o'clock in the rising right now, and I can damn near say that it's done, even though it's not done, because I still have some work to do on it. But it's a pretty yeah, it's pretty filled. It looks pretty done to me, like, you know. So what's stopping you from truly tapping into your creativity, your birthright of creation? Remember how to create. Remember how to create truly from your soul. Remember how to enter that state of flow where you're not thinking, you're just doing, you're just creating, being guided. So with that being said, if you made it this far, I give gratitude, thanks, and appreciation. If this video brought you any value, please hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Like the video. I'll be back. I'm going to end this video at 17 minutes exactly. The number 7, Spirit. Peace.